Hello, Miss Reina. I'm Alex from 12E, and I think Miss Reina is a very serious teacher in physics teaching and always help us has higher level understanding about the knowledge. Physics class is much tougher than other courses, in my opinion. So I think it's help us to prepare better for our university courses. And finally, hope we can match you after Chinese New Year and welcome you to SCP.
Hello, Miss Reina. I'm Annie from 12E. So, first of all, I want to say thank you for teaching us physics in great health. As for me, I think you are really a kind person, and also you always be patient with us. Like you often help us solve the technical problems or the question from the homework that we are not very sure about that. And as for a teacher, I really think you did a good job. Like you often ask that is there anyone have questions during our class time, so that you can make sure like everyone can understand your points. And so finally, I just want to say thank you for you, and hope you can enjoy your life in our Sino-Canadian programs. Cause I heard you will come to our school in the Spring Festival.
In the process of learning with Miss Rihanna, I think Miss Rihanna is a very serious and responsible teacher. And also in her classes, I think is very interesting and lively. She taught me what real physics is, and also my math skills are also improving. So thanks for Miss Rihanna.
So, good evening, Miss Reina. I'm Daisy. And first of all, I just want to appreciate your patience and efforts for teaching class EF during the whole semester 1. I understand that it is not very easy to teach class EF because sometimes we did not respond to you or say anything once you ask us something. And I understand that this is very unpolite, but unfortunately, I am not able to change my classmates' behaviors, and I just want to say sorry about this point. Maybe I can be the representative of the whole class EF. And to tell the truth, the content you taught us is the most difficult content along the 5 subjects in SCP. And at first, at the very beginning of September, I was really struggling, and because I did not get used to the way you taught us. But later, as we spent more time having your classes, I just gradually get used to the way you taught us physics. And at the end of this semester, I just found out my ability for logic thinking has improved a lot. And that's all because of you. Thank you very much. And you are really kind and warm-hearted teacher. You really listen to your students, and I feel like that is one of the most important qualities that most of the teacher must have. And you really make some changes once your students cannot keep up with your pace. And that's all I want to say. Thank you very much, Miss Reina.
Hi, Miss Reina. This is Harry speaking, and this is my first time to take video talking about a teacher. And so, first thing first, it is definitely my privilege to have my physics class with you this semester. To be honest, initially I cannot fully understand the way you teach, since unlikely to the previous classes we have with Miss Barnes, we don't have formula book in each test, and we have so many written assignments as well as online labs, with tricky questions on them. But I think close practice really helped me to develop my logical and reasoning thinking. And currently, I think I can apply those physical concepts in our daily lives. I can use them to explain some natural phenomena happen around us, just like what you did in the class. So I think you are considerate, knowledgeable, and interesting person. You talk a lot about physics and mathematics with us in the physics classes, and sometimes when we cannot handle our assignments or tasks before the deadline, it will delay the due date for us. and sometimes you will share some interesting phenomena happen around you and explain those phenomena with physical concepts. And you will share us the weather in Toronto, talking about some daily topics with us before the class beginning. And personally, when I'm not concentrated on the class or doing bad in my physical assignments, it will encourage me and remind me on time. So, unfortunately, we cannot meet with each other in person this semester, but I think in the future we can have more interaction. And again, it is my privilege to have physics class with you. Thank you very much.
Hello, Miss Reina. I'm Lucas, and for the video, the first question of this video, I think you really did a really good job in teaching the physical knowledges, because you can always explain quite well about each knowledge and give specific example like the video, the photos to us. And I think, but I think we should take some time to digest this knowledge during the class. For example, we can do some practice after some several difficult questions, or take some time to discuss with each other about the questions. And I think the physics course is really interesting and in this term, because we learn a lot of knowledge that we have never faced in the middle school, like the modern physics and some the lights, the wave, and the simple harmonic motion. I think those knowledge is was quite interesting to me, and so I think for this term, I really enjoyed the physics class, and I think it was really nice to it was really nice that you taught us the physical knowledges.
Hello everyone, I'm Dennis from Physics 12E. Miss Rina is a very good teacher. She is very responsible and always help us if we have some difficult questions. She always solve them for us, and he help us to be care in each lesson, and I am very thankful to her.
Hello, Miss Raina. This is Chamberlain from 12E class. So here's my video for your assessment, and this is all my personal ideas. So personally, I think you are a very responsible teacher, very serious but not depressing. And as a physics teacher, you taught us with those rigorous scientific thinkings. And since physics is a kind of science, so any small mistakes are not accepted. So I think it's good because there's no room for the sloppiness in any kind of science. And also, I'm really happy about those courses you taught us, since it covers from the knowledge from the academic aspects to our real life, which is pretty practical. And I have to say it's my pleasure to be your student, and thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Mason from TLF. I think Miss Rena is a great physics teacher and always teaches us patiently. She's also very kind, and we always talk about some interesting things in class. In the past few months of physics study, I have learned a lot of physical knowledge, especially how to use physical thinking to solve problems. Goodbye, Physics 12, and goodbye, Miss Rena. Hope we can meet again.
I'm very appreciated I have a teacher like you, and I cannot wait for see you in the next semester. Thank you.
Hi, Miss Rena. I'm Arnold from 12F. How time flies, I still can't believe my physics class is over. In retrospect, I think Miss Rena is very kind, because in addition to physics knowledge, she also taught us the principles of humanity. For example, we should not laugh at others when they made mistakes, since everyone will have such a time. Also, we should show our respect to our teacher and classmates or other people around us. Besides, Miss Rena is a patient person. When I encounter some problems, I can ask her through a model, and she would try her best to answer my questions. If I still don't get it, she will explain to me in another way. As a teacher, Miss Rena is strict in her work because she has her own rules to manage the class so that we can learn more effectively. She's also knowledgeable in physics aspects since she can answer every questions we have. In addition, in terms of our physics courses, in my perspective, it's not easy because it is fast-paced. I should focus on my work from the beginning to the end of the class, or I would be lost. But I do think I learned a lot of knowledge in physics.
Okay. As a person, I think Miss Reina is very considerate. She'll always put off the deadline for us when we have too much workloads. And also, she's very hardworking that when we have any problems, she will help us using her full strength. And as a physics teacher, I think what she did did really worth the name of a physics teacher. That we really did a lot of lab and assignments that I really gained much practical experience and also theoretical experience that will help me in my university life. And for the physics course thought, I think they were very, very complete that I fully understand them because some of the knowledge were not displayed on the books, but Miss Reina will expand them to us. So we'll have more complete understanding.
Hi, Miss Rihanna. I'm Terence. Thank you for teaching for this semester. I think your teaching skill is excellent. After having your class, I think I'm well prepared for the university physics.
Miss Rihanna is one of Gordon's teacher in SCP, and his teaching method is very different from other teachers. And also, I very like this kind of teaching methods, which help me to learn more in physics class, and also hoping you will have a better life in SCP in Nanchang.
Hi, I think Miss Rena as a person is very kind, and as a physics teacher, he taught us very patiently, and all the outlines she gave us is very clear and specific, so we can easily understand the courses. And hope you have a wonderful life in Nanchang next semester.
Hello, Miss Raina. First of all, I want to say thank you to you for teaching us a whole year physics class. I think if we consider your characteristics, I think you are very kind and patient since you can always give us comments and answer our questions when we meet difficulties for our homework. And as a teacher, I think Miss Raina is also very good because you can always ask us if there is any problems need to be solved, and you can always make sure everyone is clear about your points. Also, I want to say thank you for you in the end and hope that you can enjoy your life in the future. I really enjoy your physics class and I found physics can be so interesting from that.
Hello, Miss Rena. I'm Eric from 12E. So I would like to record this feedback to you for the grade 12 physics study. First of all, I think Miss Rena is an interesting and considerate person, since whenever we have something can't understand, you always stop for a while and ask us to tell you what we can understand and explain it in detail again. Then you always try to set up some questions for us to check whether we fully understand the physical principles about it, and you always find some online learning resources, such as some experiment from foreign universities, and we can know the background physical principles about the lesson. Then I think Miss Rihanna is a great physics teacher, since you set questions for us to read and write, and these questions are closely connected to what we learned in the class. That can help us to check and improve the comprehension of our lesson. Lastly, I think grade 12 physics course is very useful for my future learning, since I plan to study engineering in the future. Maybe so if I study engineering in the future or study mathematics in the future, it will give me a great foundation for my future studies. So I think my comprehension skill and physics skill has improved a lot in grade 12. Thank you very much.